Well, hello, welcome back to another episode of DUD or SPUD. I'm Maniacal Mac. Today's movie we're going for came out in 1982 and is called Forbidden World. Looks like quite a fun one, this, like some gooey monster mess madness going on there. Yeah, alright, my kind of thing. Idea of this, apparently, in the distant future, a Federation marshal arrives at a research lab on a remote planet where a genetic experiment has gotten loose and begins feeding on a dwindling scientific group. Sounds awesome. Kind of sounds like The Thing, but if it was like on a space planet somewhere. But I've heard in some reviews were saying a bit of a rip-off of Alien as well. It did come out in 1982. I think first Alien was 1979, something like that, right? So, won't be surprised. What I found like more interesting about this, more than nothing to do with the film, is, well, it is to do with the film, but not the storyline. In a trivia, right, during the screening, Roger Corman actually smacked an audience member on the head for laughing at the film. So it's like, really? But then later on, it says that they cut out some part of the film, and I think it was because the guy was laughing at that. It actually got to Roger Corman that bad. He hit someone in the head and cut that out of the film. Can you imagine Roger Corman would be doing a DUD or SPUD here? I'd be dead. He'd murder me in the first 10 minutes. You'd be like, what did you say about my title screen? I'd be like, it's a bit like, you know what I mean? He would murder me, like, you know what I mean? So the guy did get his revenge, though. He ended up pouring soda over Roger Corman's head from the balcony, apparently. So, you know, there's justice in the world now, eh? Although I do like Roger Corman, gonna say, like, you know what I mean? Not that I know him, I like his stuff, you know what I mean? But whatever, anyway. If you've seen Forbidden World, what did you make of it? After seeing my little reaction, and then my review at the end, do you agree with me and what I thought? Like, you know, good luck to you, because my mind is quite unique and I do think quite strange, shall we say, but whatever. Enough has been said for Mac. Let's get into Forbidden World. Let's go. Oh, is that the editing room where they all fucking bailed because Roger Corman was having a breakdown? Is this Roger Corman?
What?
Look at a Starship Trooper looking fuck. It looks like the Lego version before Lego made Star Wars stuff. So it's ripping off stuff, but also being ahead of its time at the same time. So they're unfreezing this guy. He's having loads of flashbacks and, like, you know, I saw tits and stuff as well. I did see some sludgy monsters. I saw tits. So is it going to be like, I'm going to tell you what happened? Spoiler warning, I'm alive.
Not quite.
Ah, look at this. So this guy's just been woken out of his cryogenic chamber to go straight into battle. Like, surely there's, like, things where you gotta, like, you know, heat up for, like, you know, hours upon end, like, you know, slow recovery. No, none of that. What was that? That's from a different film.
Pathetic.
So he's just pushing, like, fucking switches up and down. He's just turning up the gain meter and somehow that's shooting fucking guns. It's a mixing desk and he's just like, oh, you know, I'll turn the channel on and off, fucking mute it, I'll put a gain up on there. And he's shooting lasers. Why don't my mixing desk do that?
I don't know.
Auxiliary power. Got any wire?
I made of it.
He's even going on about auxiliary powers. You need an auxiliary cable to fit into these mixers. He's not even lying about it. This is messy as fuck. It's just light beams going everywhere and just toys blowing up and shit, or apparently blowing up.
Pathetic.
This is very messy. If we got a film of this, fucking hell. Yeah, look at the title. Oh, don't, Roger, don't. Oh, Roger's not here. Like, to be honest, I can't really take the piss out of the title. Shit, I wish it was worse.
Of course. This is my assistant, Dr. Glazer.
Dr. Glazer? Does she glaze him, I wonder?
Well, duh.
I've heard good things about you, Commander Kobe.
She glazed him already, living up to her name. Well, he just turned it off. That thing, like, killed loads of people, saved your life, woke you up from a fucking coma to save your life too, and don't do that to it, mate. Nope, he just bumped into another one.
You're a new face around here. We don't often get new faces.
Fresh meat. Ah, look at it. Ain't that the truth? Mate, like, honest to God, in that situation, you could literally go, fancy a threesome? They're gonna say yes, like, you know what I mean? Look at it, it's a fucking mess there, like. So I'm guessing no one takes a fucking cleaner around here and scrub shit up, do they? Like, you know, they're all about like, oh, we need to go through this little passing, be clean. And you open up to a gore mess. I suppose there's only like 5 crew members. It's like, oh, I can clean up. Who's cleaning up? I ain't cleaning up, like. 12 months later, who's cleaning up? I'm fucking definitely not cleaning up now, like. It's even worse. I thought we'd leave the mess till you got here. Well, I suppose, yeah, the evidence and all that, but still, you know, got guests and that. Is this how you treat your guests? Oh, can I sit on that chair? Oh, that's not a chair, it's just a bunch of dead fucking bunnies that's piled into a chair. Yeah, that's where you're sitting, mate. Nice one, nice, thanks. So he's finally cleaning up now. I'm not being funny, you could have cleaned up the majority of it and just said, you get the idea, there was like 100 more dead fucking rats, here's 2 that we left out for you. What the fuck? These crews are lazy as shit. So it's like a facehugger looking thing, but... Alright, let's see it like explode and spew on him or something. Come on. Oh, fuck's sake. It's only an hour and 17-minute film. Get to it, come on. Come on! Bad. Come on! Bad. Come on! Come on! Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Well, that's perfectly normal. Don't let it worry you.
Nope, it took a shit. Why is he getting his face so close to it? Ah, yes, finally. Oh my god, my face! Oh fuck! Oh no, fuck my face! Ah, look at him, bro. He's freaking out hard, like. I guess I would be too, like, but... Ah, he's smashing himself through windows.
Respect.
But he's getting up. It's like, oh, what can I headbutt? What can I headbutt? Bang, bang. How is there blood going on the screen from there? Like, what? Like shooting from under the screen when he's like that side of the room.
I don't know.
What happened to Annie?
Who's that?
Ask him.
Ah, she's about to grass him up, like. Oh, okay, here we go. They were looking for the thing, like, where is it? And it's, you know, they were like, he's technically still alive, his heart's beating, but he's clearly dead. But it's like, well, it's living inside him, you fucks. Alright, this took longer than I was expecting. I knew there was going to be some good tits, by the way. Very good fucking tits.
Respect. West Side.
But yeah, like, what are we, about 25 minutes in? Only an hour and 17-minute film, so, you know, better sooner, later, you know. Better later than never, shall I say. That's so funny as well, because the corpse there that got killed, I'm guessing I was her boyfriend, because the one woman goes, I'm sorry, and she goes, it's okay. Just like, yeah, sorry, your boyfriend got, like, you know, mutilated seconds ago. That's alright, over him, don't worry about it. Look at this.
I hear you're the best troubleshooter in the Federation.
I mean, at that point, like...
Yeah,
like,
I heard that too.
you might be wondering what I'm saying. It's like, why is his dick not out by now? If that was me, like, yeah, it would have already been, like, you know, someone else by now, like.
Well, duh.
So here you go, he's getting into action, you know, fair play. Took him long enough, like, but the other guy now is fucking on the camera watching it and just, like, being, you fucker coming in here, like, you know what I mean? He's probably been wanting to fuck her for God knows how long. Is he gonna, like, kill a guy? That'd be awesome. What a weird idea. He's walking around and he's flashing to the woman, like, shagging the guy, like, really quick. It's like, yeah, that happened, like, earlier, and you were showing that for, you know, a long time. You get it. Why are you just quickly, randomly flashing it? It's weird. Okay. Here we go.
Pathetic.
Yeah, that's awesome. Look at that. That's actually really cool. He's still, like, alive. Have a convo with him. I know he's got no brain, but... I don't know, you could... try, show him shapes, say, yeah, no, nod your head, you know. Should also say Chud Award, like, you know, definitely deserved. Ah, look at this.
Goddamn steam bath.
I'm sorry.
Look at him. Ah, look at him.
Well, as a matter of fact, I had a hard night.
He had a hard night. Alright, so she's just straight on him like that, there we go. So literally, like, this dude nailed a woman last night. I didn't see him using protection, just saying, you know what I mean? Just straight onto this one, fair play to the guy. If he's carried anything with him aboard, they're all fucked on that spaceship. Probably be more fucking worse and deadly than whatever the fuck's going around here, like, you know?
Woohoo! You like the freaky stuff, huh? That's cool.
That's... well... he just happens to have a gun on him and he's just shooting at it, okay?
I'd like to know what you and Tracy were doing in there dressed like that.
Ah, he's got a point.
Explaining your scars, no doubt.
Ah! Caught out red-handed, son.
Hey, yo, that ass G, my bad, pimp. That's just what happened when you a motherfucking real-ass boss. Real motherfucking player, G. The shorties just love you.
I think I...
What the fuck is that? That's hilarious.
It's Sal!
My God, it's why was he going wow when he's dead?
I don't know.
The robot's missing. They're all missing. What?
Pathetic.
These are supposed to be like specialist military people and it bounced back or what? Okay.
Pathetic.
I love how it just like keeps like multiplying and that. He just like keeps looking over it. It's changing again instead of being worried like it's 2 inches away from you, mate. Get the fuck away from it or do something. Ah, look at this. Ah, take him down with you. Go on.
Baxter, did you see that?
I saw it.
Nah, I saw it. Pretty bad effect that I'm in this film.
Pathetic.
Ah, look at this now.
In a garden, and we're the seeds.
It's using human tissue.
Ah, fair play. That's actually quite smart. So it's like mutating these people. So when they like become this mulch thing, they separate. So it's like 4 of them, and then they'll become another 4. But that's for the alien to keep eating. So if he does that to them, just kind of leave them. They keep mutating or whatever. You'll just eat them every now and then. Just make sure it's still like a short supply. And he's pretty much infinitely got food.
Horrible.
Right. Something I'll give this film as well. Only an hour and 17 minutes. The amount of like scientific terms. What the fuck? Look at this. Look at this. He runs in and starts strangling her and shit. And like trying to do... look at him. What's he... Dude. She never liked you before. Why are you trying her on now?
I don't know.
But anyways, a lot of scientific terms on this film, which, you know, maybe a bit of over-explaining for this film, you know what I mean? More action.
All the dangers.
It was an implant.
So literally, they're talking about one of the women you haven't seen in the film because she died earlier on, but it all started because they genetically put this shit into a woman who said, yes, I'm happy to willingly do it.
This whole experiment was his.
Crazy. Also, yeah, okay, sure, you know, needed in these films. Like, I'd say this is more interesting than what, you know, the story actually should be telling us. There you go.
Fellas, we have got to be more creative than this. I'm telling you, this thing is smart.
Actually, I was like, they were saying, like, how should we kill it? Acid, like, microwave it. It's like, all these could be cool ideas. And the guy's like, I mean, something more creative. So this fucking way to kill him off better be good if you're trying to big it up now. Don't tell me she's going to try and seduce the fucking alien. Right?
Wrong.
Look how high the alien is. She's like, oh, can you understand me? And he's just like...
Is it possible you understand but can't answer me?
Come here, baby. Give me another beer. I mean, it looks like literally what I was joking about. Look at him smiling. She's like, oh, give me a sign and gesture. And he just carries on wanking. He's just like, oh, I guess that's a sign.
What?
So is he going to communicate through computer? She's typing shit. We are trying to communicate and that's how it's going to work?
What?
The monster literally said, affirmative, what do you want? I'm busy having a wank, you're disturbing me, like, you know? She asked that thing if we can coexist, and it looks like the tentacle's about to... Yeah. Well, it just fucking goes right up through her. That was actually awesome. Can we coexist? Slow tentacle. How about that, you fuck? No. You created me, you fuck.
Well, duh.
So because he's got cancer now, he's injecting his cancer cells into it. So is this how it's going to kill it? Because he's testing it out now and it looks like it's turning into a fucking fruit smoothie. Like, that's a strawberry and banana smoothie if I've ever seen one there. Like, weirdly I want to drink that, like, you know what I mean? Not saying I'm into the adrenochrome and all that kind of fucking shit, like, you know what I mean? But on that occasion, maybe. Yeah, I just started shooting the fucking food. Why? Well, I suppose, yeah, it keeps mutating now. Oh, yeah, because he's got his fucking cell gun now, I guess, alright. Get rid of his food supply, but then he'll just do that to all of you anyway, so it's not going to make a fucking difference unless you get rid of it. Look at him, like, going right behind the whole fucking cocoon thing to do that. Fuck that.
Ryan, get out of there.
Yeah, get out of there. What the fuck's that? It's spewing acid over his leg or something? Or... And he's, like, now getting electrocuted or something? Yeah, I think so. Okay.
What?
Let's go.
I love how no one cares about their friends dying. Oh. Cal! Ah, look at that. The thing just punched him with a tentacle. Why don't you shoot it from a distance? Fucking hell.
Ah, go on, bro.
Actually, here's a fucking thought. Right in the beginning of the film when he woke him up and he had all these like little flashbacks of all this shit happening, was he like a messiah being able to tell this? Was it some fucking weird twist where he's in a loop, which I can't imagine happening, but What the fuck was all that in the beginning of showing bits of this film?
Here we take a look at mysteries never explained.
I want you to cut the tumor out of him.
Tell I'm not a...
I wanted to cut the tumor out of me, holy shit. I got thing trying to grab her. Rip his hand off, yeah. Fair play, he's like, where's this woman with the morphine? Don't know, 2 seconds away, fuck it, just cut my tumor out my stomach. But what if you pass out? Just cut the tumor out, don't worry about it, okay? Nope, she's run into it, is she? Oh, okay. Look at this, he's just got his hand right in him and he's like, fuck, This guy's solid.
Don't touch the celiac axis.
Well, if anything, he's getting off on it, which is even weirder.
Fuck this. Fuck. Did you see this? Look at this.
It's right behind us!
Like, nice and turn up, he's fucking dead now. He's just like ripping it out, literally. Tearing it away from his fucking intestines. So nice when he left him with holes in his intestines, so if he does fucking survive, he's not going to last for long. Well, there we go. Nice one, mate. Is he just going to chuck this tumor in his fucking mouth like a ball or something like that now?
You can call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things.
Yeah, he's just getting fucked up again. This robot is awful. He's got cut in half. Like you, mate. Sam, oh no, well you shit anyway.
Pathetic.
So what's the plan here? To like force feed it a tumour? I think so, yeah. He's like trying to just like, oh, avoid your mouth. Just put your arm in there, get your arm bitten off and die. But this is embarrassing. He's literally, I think he's trying to force feed it a tumour, yeah. Yep, chucked his arm in and got out without again eating off. And he still swallowed the tumour instead of spitting it out. Intelligent species. He's spewing. That was really quick. Is it okay?
What?
Okay, now it's just foaming to shit. Okay. Okay, so that was Forbidden World from 1982. So earlier when I started watching it, there was rumours here there's an Alien ripoff. Not really, like, you know what I mean, there's maybe little elements you could say, but not really, in the story of Aliens, not really, like, you know, maybe the setting's a bit the same, but the way the alien acts and everything happens is pretty different, you know, in my opinion. Maybe a bit closer to the Thing, because some people kind of mutate, but then they just become protein food, they don't become, like, trying to kill you, you know, so it did do its own thing, I'll give it that. Some of the sets, although it was very cheap looking, it did remind me of like the very early, like was it the late 60s or early 70s, like Star Trek, where the sets, you know, they'd done a job portraying it as a spaceship, but it clearly looked like, you know, mate, some people from school made the set for you. So it's got charm in that. At least they got the sets there, although they're very cheap looking. The feel was there, I'll give them that. Our main guy, not convincing, bit of a dweeb. Although he manages to pull 2 women and it's just like, oh, in like, I don't know, less than 24 hours, so I'll give him that at least. He's a bit of a dweeb. Weren't really, all the characters are dweebs. There's no one I really liked on here. If anything, I was vouching for the alien thing, if anything, if I'm honest with you. It had some pretty okay gore scenes, like, you know, not crazy gore, but okay, you know, for like an 82 film, it was quite cheesy. You know, some of the effects were like, oh, that was quite cool when the guy's fucking face is caved in. Clearly a dummy, but you know what I mean. You know what you're going into with these films, innit? So like the trailer showed, there was like some, like, you know, black alien monster thing. You know, I laughed and I was saying he's wanking off, but it looked like he did, and then he spikes that woman. That was a pretty good scene when she's like, can you communicate with us somehow? Even though it's genetically done, they communicate it through a fucking computer. How the fuck that works, I don't know. Whatever. Let's not go. Let's not... Talking of being so fucking deep in that, this is one of the film's problems. It over the top with, like, the metabolism of the metaphysical traits of these different equilibriums of these atoms and all this shit. And I'm like, oh, cool and that, but let's just get to some action. Like, hour and 17 minutes, and I, no lie, I'd say 40 minutes is just them going on about, like, metaphysical proteins of meats and shit, and it's like, I get you gotta tell a bit of it, but it's a B-movie, mate. Don't worry about being over the top of that. Most people don't give a fuck. They're here to just watch some rubber wet monsters. So there wasn't, like, there was it as a film picks up, it does, you know what I mean? It does. So I gotta give it that. But for an hour and 17 minutes, it was a bit not the worst one I've had. It was, you know. So this is where it's kind of like a bit, I don't know, because you know, I can't really fault it for, like, they've done their research and talk, like, they might have been talking absolute bollocks with some of it, because some of it's went over my head, but, you know, there was a lot of terms and stuff, like, you know, scientific terms they were using in it. They're a bit too much, in my opinion. And when it does get to the action, it's alright, it kind of keeps up a good pace then, but there's just so much shitty kind of bollocks in between. The characters are unlikable. They get some nice women in here, so I got to give them props. You know what I mean? There are some likable things in here, so I mean, it was fairly charming. It wasn't offensive, but I think because there was a lot of war parts, and like some of the goals right, and then some of the kills were just quick, like, oh, flash and done. By the end of it, I got to go by how I was feeling. It is on the line, so this is super close. This really honestly could have went either way. But because I have seen films of this nature I preferred, I have to just give this one a dud, I'm afraid. But it's not like a bad one where like, oh, it's a terrible, shitty film. Because to be honest, if you're into these kind of films, I would say, you know what, it might be worth a watch, to be honest, because there are moments to enjoy without a doubt. But it's like, I don't know, like for me, it's only an hour and 70 minutes. I was like, oh, I'm kind of happy it ended now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I had some funny moments. But it did drag for an hour and 70 minutes, which is never a good sign. And again, like, not a bad by all means. This was very close to a SPUD. It was just, if they had just maybe paced it better, I probably would have given it a SPUD, to be honest. Like, that was the only thing that let it down for me as a pacing, if I'm honest. It's not a film I could rewatch, you know? But if you're into it and it sounds like a film you might like, to be honest, I say give it a chance, you know what I mean? Give it a chance. You know, you can always turn it off if you don't like it or whatever, but you know, if you saw on a review and go, you know what, actually, I look like I might be all right. Oh, you give it a dud. No, just give it a chance. Because I said it was on the line. It was on the line. It's just because I've seen other films of this nature done better. That's another reason I'm giving it a dud. If I hadn't seen many of these type of films, I'd probably be like, yeah, give it a watch, you know. But that is what it is. Have you seen this film? If you have, what did you make of it? Do you agree with me? Are you like, mate, it's a classic. What are you talking about? Tell me. If I am, you know, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for joining. Until next time, I've been Maniacal Mac. So, peace out.
Maniacal Mac.